Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Insolent Audits.
You unlock this door with the key of shenanigans. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of insecurities. A dimension of double standards. A dimension of feelings. You're moving into a land of both hypocrisy and anxiety, of accusations and irrational thought. You just crossed over into the female zone.
I know we can't use the actual Twilight Zone music because he probably would have got copyrighted, but it was pretty good.
Questions for the men. In this point in time, do men prefer a girl with like no makeup at all, like complete bare face, or
Pretty much. We've been saying this for a long time. I'm surprised you barely are asking.
makeup, or like the full beat?
It's a little too late
makeup?
now.
Like, what do you guys prefer looking at? I know a lot of men.
I'll let you know now. Young, beautiful, fertile women. That's what we like to look at.
Will be like, oh, well, I want my girl to be natural. And then everybody that you're following on Instagram is fake boobs, fake ass, fake eyelashes type of thing. Like,
Do you see us wifing them women up?
what is it about like the girl you want to be with? You want that girl to be all innocent and natural, clean faced, whatever. But then the girls you're attracted to and fantasize about are the complete opposite. What's your say on this situation?
I don't believe I heard you correctly.
All right, I just got to ask there, Colleen, how old are you that you haven't figured this crap out?
Right.
Seriously? You're going to ask, hey, guys, you prefer like a woman with a natural look or one that's all dialed up because you like her on Instagram or whatnot? Okay, sir, I can't believe I got to explain this to a woman who's probably like in her late 40s, early 50s, but I'm going to be fair and say it. Okay, do men prefer natural women or women who have like 5 pounds of makeup plastered on their faces? Well, it really comes down to the situation you're talking about. For
I mean, when you're old and crusty and musty and dusty, you might need some makeup to fix some of that stuff.
example, if I am going to be with somebody permanently, like day to day, I'm in a full relationship, we're living together and all that, why would I
Natural.
care about her being plastered up 24/7? Of course I'm going to prefer her natural because I'm going to look at that face a lot longer than I'm going to look at her dolled up. But at the same time, men in the back of their heads actually do like the fact that, hey, when I go out, I can say that, yeah, my girl is attractive. It's better than going out and saying, yeah, I married that wildebeest. That's number one. But number two, and I think this is more important, it's more
I don't think any of us are proud to be my wildebeest wife over there. Wonderful.
important for women to doll themselves up when they go out. Because for a guy, it's just like, okay, well, yeah, my girl's attractive. For women, it's like, no, I have got to be super attractive. I've got to look better than other women. It's a competition. Men understand this. They know it's a competition, even if women do not admit it. And men do what men do. They step back and they're like, okay, throw on the war paint. Go out there and compete. Whatever. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Hi! It's Friday night, and I am going out with my girlfriends, which makes me extremely happy because
Like, if you're 50 years old and look like Zoe Saldana or whatever her name is, like a good-looking woman, and coming on complaining, all right, maybe I could be a little bit like, all right, you're still attractive. But when you're like this lady here at 50 plus, yeah, I can see why you're struggling, lady. I can totally see it.
men suck. And where are all of them? This is for people in Wilmington, North Carolina. Where are all the good guys? Because
They're
I don't know
married.
where they are. They're not
Especially at your age.
online. Online are scammers, people who want to have weird kind of sex with me, things I don't have to look up, people who want money, people, I just, what the heck, where do they go? I'll go wherever they're going, but online is not it. And I know some of you miss my funny online stories, but it's not funny anymore, people. So if you have a good guy, or you're married to somebody with a good guy that might have a brother or an uncle or a father, I'm in. And I will pay you dearly.
Sorry.
Back and forth.
the voices.
All right, Queen, you're happy that you're only going out with your girlfriends. Yeah, somehow I don't believe that, because if you were happy that you were only going out with your girlfriends, you would not make a TikTok video about
Correct.
it. And then you say, hey, yeah, it's because men suck. Well, maybe if you sucked a little bit more, you'd have a man. And then you ask the
True.
usual question that you
If you just sucked a little bit better.
decades post-war queens always ask, where are the good men at? And the answer never changes. They're in your friend zone. Check them out. Oh, wait a minute. All the guys in your friend zone got married with somebody else who appreciated them. Or maybe they're
I
valuable.
mean, especially at like 50 years old and 60 years old. Yeah, those friend zone guys found somebody already.
Up so high that they're no longer the simps that you remember them, and they actually woke up. Or you got the other case of you got that super blue pill beta simp that's always wanted to be with you, but you're just not attracted to him, and you're not going to give him a chance ever. And as usual, like women like you that are like multi-decades post-wall, you're saying, wait a minute, on these dating apps, all I'm finding is scammers and guys who want to use me for weird physical intimacy. Okay, this girl has got to say that. Have you looked in the mirror? Do you realize that you do not have the value you had 30 years ago?
You look like the weird intimacy type.
You even got the value you had 20 years ago. You keep thinking that all there are leftover men. No, the reality is that you are the leftovers. You're in the clearance section, and these are the guys who got maybe $5 in their pockets coming over to say, hey, what can I get for $5? Because I'm really not willing to pay anything extra for that. You are that equivalent in the dating world.
So you got anything strange for my piece of change?
And let me say it, sister, when you get online like this and crying to women and say, hey, does your good husband have a brother? Just send him my way, I'm in. Do you know how desperate that sounds?
It sounds
You
horrible.
must know, because freak. That does not sound empowering at all. But hey, we know plenty of good guys who are just getting out of prison. They just were misunderstood by the judge. Why don't you go to them, see if you can luck out. Moving on.
I was.
Dating at 56 is probably the saddest thing.
You know what's funny? Because I think men in those ages that are doing okay in life are probably having the time of their life.
When you're
Compared to the
someone who
women.
really feels like they need companionship or wants companionship, and what you get are empty promises, hollow words. It's hard. I just want my match to want me as much as I want them.
Is it funny that she has like the I need to speak to the manager haircut?
But when you don't send the nudes,
She looks like the type
and
too.
you're not all about the text, and you really want to get to know somebody by talking to them or meeting them in person, they go MIA. They're lost.
Maybe because they realize you're a Karen.
Transform this decayed form to Mumra!
Okay, so dating at your mid-50s is really rough and all that, and you just want to be with your person. You know what you should have done? And this girl has got this crazy idea. Maybe you should have stayed with your ex-husband. And no, I know that this woman is not a widow.
Shocker.
It's nowhere in her profile, and she didn't say it anywhere in the video. Usually widows would actually do a hashtag saying a widow or something like that to make it clear that they didn't leave their husbands. So there's a good chance that you left your husband. Or let me be fair, a 70% plus chance. And you're saying, oh,
I would say like 80-90% plus chance, but
well, you can't find anyone dating now because you're not willing to send the nudes or because they're not willing to meet up in person. Okay, first of all, send in the nudes. Let's be honest, sister. How can I put this? You're not a woman who
I don't think anybody's requesting those from you, lady. No one.
compete with, younger women when it comes to the nudes. Because a guy who's going to ask nudes from you, it's not going to...
Can you imagine, like, guys going up to grannies and like, hey, granny, I need them nudes.
It's going to be a guy in his 50s or 60s. More than likely, it's going to be like some young guy who's trying to catfish you. And that would explain part two as your complaint as, yeah, you want to meet him in person and they don't show up. Again, because it's probably a younger guy, a guy who's like late teens, early 20s, something like that, who's trying to catfish you. He's trying to get you to send him nudes because you're desperate, and he's not going to take it any further. Which would explain also why men your age don't want to date you. Because number one, let's face it, sister, you're not the best looker out there. I'm going to be generous and give you a lower tier mid-level. Yeah, go ahead, guys. Roast comments. And number two, if men in their 50s, even in their 60s, don't want to talk to you and don't want to even entertain the idea of going on a date with you, there's a common denominator there. That would be you. That's kind of like this gorilla telling a guy who's like overweight and lives in his mom's basement, and he keeps saying, I can't get any women to want to take me seriously. I would tell him, hey, you know what? It's probably because there's something about you being overweight and living in your mom's basement that does this. But apparently in today's society, it's okay to say that to men, but we can't say that to women who could probably win a hamburger cosplay competition. Oh well, moving on.
So I'm over dating at this age.
I've always either been married or
Alright, this lady at least looks somewhat decent in her 50s.
in a serious relationship with somebody. And this past year, I've been all by myself, other than going on a few dates. But I do pray about what I want in a man. But I guess my prayers aren't very specific, so we're going to do a specific prayer today. So
Really? They aren't specific? I'm sure the list is already like 3 bullet points. I mean, 300 bullet points long.
Lord, please send me a good man, but please send him to my front door, just like my Amazon packages arrive.
Right.
So that way I know that he has been delivered specifically for me and does not belong to someone else. And Lord, you know winter's coming up and I hate cold weather. So I will be sitting here on my couch in my peace with my snacks, watching Netflix, and I know everything is in your timing.
They have Raising Cane's popcorn? Is that what I'm seeing right now?
But if you would please give me a little heads up so I can at least have my hair and makeup done, I would really appreciate it. So let's hope that that prayer comes true.
All the world owes me a living.
You know, this gorilla is not a higher power, but I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say this prayer that she made, I'm pretty sure that the higher power, who is like a little bit more on the neutral standpoint, would probably answer her by saying, okay, your first part is like, send me a good man. Have you looked at the past? I've sent you several good men. And what did you do? You either friend zone them or you marry them and then you divorce them later. I'm pretty sure I've done this more than once for you. The one who goes on the repeat loop here is you. And second of all, you're saying that you want me to send you a good man like your Amazon packages. Since when do miracles work like the Jeff Bezos business model? It don't work that way, honey. Just like
Free shipping.
I can miracle things in, I will miracle things out. It's up to you to understand, hey, these men that all were pretty good for you, I already sent to you in the past, you've rejected. Again, you act like it's the Jeff Bezos business model, and when it comes to sending good men. You receive a package, and right before your 30 days are up, you want to return it to get a full refund. Again, it don't work that way. And let me say it, just like an Amazon gift card, I've made several of your prayers come true. Your credit is up on that one, honey. You're back in the queue. Moving on.
If you're thinking of dating guys in their late 40s, into their, let's say, mid to late 50s, which has been my range for the last 3 years, I have said the streets are filled with trash. It's misfit toys. Everybody's broken. It's the table that's missing a leg. It's the chair that...
And you're part of it, lady.
It's the rolling chair that kind of like leans back and maybe you'll fall. And I thought maybe all of this stuff was going to be like, okay, in your 60s, 70s. No, it's not. This is who I've dated. Gout. Forgot to take his heart pills and we had to end the date so I could go into a CVS in upstate New York to find him his medication. Guy had to like pause and flee because he had a terrible leg cramp and asked me if I have salt for his cramps. Or I can't even finish that sentence. The guy who's...
I mean, when you're old, other people are old around you too, lady.
Had like, kidney failure, multiple cardiac events. These are guys in their late 40s and, up to late 50s.
Yeah, that's how stressful of life we've had.
Do you know all this stuff happens to the men? Did you know this? The men are breaking, you guys. And I know women are, we're broken too, but we're less broken. We're less broken. I've got a lot of dates.
Yeah, because you guys work office jobs.
Yeah, I'm not in perfect shape. I know that. I've got lots of issues. I know that. I could point them all out. I've got I had breast reduction. When I first started dating, been on a bunch of dates with this guy, and I mentioned, I was like, oh yeah, I had gotten a breast reduction and breast lift. And he's like, oh yeah, I was going to ask you, I thought maybe you were sick. What? Thought that I had, I guess, reconstructive surgery because of my scars. No. Here I thought it was all cute. No. I've got an estrogen patch. I've got all the things, but I'm in good physical shape. Guess what? Joke's on me. The guy I'm dating has just got a hip replacement. I'll pause so you can laugh at me. Go ahead.
All right, my granddaughter, the post-war queen, let me say something. You've got some nerve on you to complain about men's physical health. About, hey, yeah, I'm dating a guy who's had a hip replacement, or I got to get his medication, this and that. Yeah, these men are broken. When you said that you had a breast reduction, do you understand that one of the key factors that men are looking for you've had it reduced, and you think you have some higher stance or you're on some kind of a podium that you could actually talk down to men. Honey, you're lucky that you're even getting the men that are broken, because let me be honest with you. Men that are in their late 40s, early 50s that have...
We don't have saggy titties that had to get reduced.
Maintain themselves pretty physically active, that they're healthy enough. They may have some health issues, but compared to what you're talking about and compared to you, they are like at the gold standard of health. And if they're financially set, they're not going to be looking your way. They're going to be dating women in their early to late 30s, maybe even in their 20s. Well, you see, I'm going to throw you a bone here, my grand elder post-war Coeen. I believe that the problem that you're having is this video isn't about you hating the players, which are the men. It's you hating the game, which is you. You're old, and you can't date like when you were in your 20s anymore. So you better have all those CVS pharmacies mapped out for your next date. You may need to rush over to get some heart medication or get some over-the-counter things to get you over that hump, because definitely, if he's still dating you, he obviously isn't holding your health issues and your health illnesses against you.
You know what? Like, women always forget. You guys always date older, like, and usually significantly older, like 5 to 10 years older. So when you're at that age, you qualify for 60, 70-year-olds now, lady.
But you know what? Wow.
I'm just saying.
Isn't it crazy that so many single old 50-year-old women now are making videos on TikTok complaining, where are all the good men at? It's not 30 years old anymore. It's the last generation of where are all the good men at, coming back online asking and competing with the 30-year-old, where are all the good men at? Good men are just sitting back, just laughing. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.